Prime Minister Abe, please. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am Prime Minister Abe. Allow me to deliver my heartiest congratulations to all of you on the pompous opening of the New Economy Summit 2015. I hear that this is the third New Economy Summit. My cabinet, established under the slogan Recover Japan, is also welcoming its third spring. And during that time, I have shot 3 arrows which have completely transformed that gloom and doom mood of stagnation in this country. And the views of foreign overseas investors has also begun to change. Direct investment into Japan grew by about threefold last year. International firms used to regard China as the #1 investment destination in Asia for all of their activities. However, Japan has regained the #1 position for R&D and sales facilities. Globally as well, on the World Economic Forum's Global Competitiveness Report, Japan has moved up from 9th place to 6th place now. But, ladies and gentlemen, I am not satisfied with this achievement. It will not end here because I am aiming for the top. Reform and innovation. These are the linchpins, the cornerstones of my growth strategy. I believe that this New Economy Summit is a gathering of people with challenging spirits, the agents of change and innovation from around the world. And that is the reason I am standing here again, as I did last year, to deliver my message in person, despite my commitments at our national diet. Mr. Mikitani and Mr. Kanamaru are my trusted comrades for reform. They are members of the Industrial Competitiveness Council, the IT Strategic Headquarters, and the Regulatory Reform Council. And they are lending powerful support to my reform initiatives. The brilliant reform ideas that you propose for us will be meaningless unless they are implemented. What differentiates my cabinet's growth strategy from past growth strategies is the ability to execute. That is why I have positioned this ordinary diet session as the diet session to carry through reform. I will aim to pass legislation that will propel reforms of so-called bedrock regulations in the areas of agriculture, employment, healthcare, and energy. Reform will never backtrack. We will not backtrack on or water down reform. For the first time in 60 years, we will finally embark on agriculture reform, which for many years had remained a forbidden phrase. And we will totally liberalize retail electricity sales, which had been under regional monopolies for 60 years after the war. And we will introduce a new model of work compensation measured not by the hours worked, but by performance. We will build a business model that's based on out-of-the-box thinking so that new market entrants can freely enter the markets. We will also carry out corporate tax reform for growth. And we will also embark on reforms to construct a network society which utilizes IT to the fullest. And the Trans-Pacific Partnership negotiations are entering the final stretch. The Japanese government is committed to change. But however much the government pushes reform forward, without the private sector full of venture spirit and entrepreneurship taking action to implement those reforms, Japan will never change. I want to create a nation that can generate seamless innovation, where new industries that lead the world are spawned one after another. Please join me in building such a nation together. Unfortunately, we still lack awareness and recognition of the importance of entrepreneurs in Japan. We must transform our mindsets. Otherwise, we will never be able to change the corporate fiber and the customs and traditions of Japanese corporations. That is why I have established the Japan Venture Award as a Prime Minister's award, and I would like to extend my appreciation to you for inviting the awardees of the award to this New Economy Summit to give them an opportunity to share their passion and ideas. Last but not least, I was able to meet the members from Silicon Valley at the Prime Minister's residence, who told me that there are new international movements now underway at Silicon Valley, and having listened to their views and opinions, I became very excited as well. So the next time I visit the United States, I would certainly like to feel the new winds blowing across the Silicon Valley and think about how we can also generate similar winds here in Japan. So, last but not least, I would like to close in prayers that this New Economy Summit 2015 will generate discussion and the sharing of ideas which will bear large fruit for the future, which will enable more and more investors to be motivated to invest in Japan so that Japan can grow and become a more bountiful country. So we hold very high expectations of all of you. Thank you very much for your kind attention.